in our buying area that this sweater has the most gorgeous, chunkiest cables. It kind of reminds me of those retro, like 1960s jet set ski sweaters where sweaters became so popular. This is a beauty. Okay, don't get tired of it. It is customer top rated, as so many of the great sweaters have been today. In fact, pretty much all of them that I've shown to you from Kieran and from Barry have been customer top rated. This goes into a different color story like we've promised you. It's $30 off on sale for a customer top rated sweater. The price is going up at the end of the day tomorrow. I would probably go up a size in this because I like it to fit a little bit more loosely. This is the extra small. I'd buy the extra small, but it is an absolute gorgeous sweater. And the one that I'm wearing is denim marl. It doesn't get better than this. I'm wearing it with the Denim & Company pants that are coming up with Gary Gobin in the next show. So if you want something to go with all your denim, this is the first look at denim marl in our show, and we've already been an hour and 40 minutes into this presentation. Then we have mist marl.
That's right.
And what does marl mean, Kieran?
So marl essentially means two different strands of two different colors running through in the same yarn.
Okay.
So it kind of, gives a very rich textured look. And
then
indeed, sometimes it can appear that there's even more than two colors.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And what I love about the denim, that means no matter what color denim you're wearing, it's going to go. So you're not going to be like mismatching the blues.
Exactly.
First time we've seen this color, it's called Winter Rose. I can't think of a better shade for Rose of Tralee. And then we also have it in that wicker we saw a little earlier in the vest, but it's the first time we're seeing it in a sweater. John, what is the color we have the most of? Yes. Okay, let's do mist marl up front because I know everything's been selling out right and left. Let's talk about what we said are the chunkiest cables in any Aran sweater anybody's ever brought to us, and it's so fashion forward.
Yeah, this garment definitely qualifies, and of course, I mean, that really is obviously the defining characteristic of Aran knitwear, is the cabling and the different configurations of the stitches. And people on the Aran Islands, they use their religion, their way of life, their family values for inspiration. And of course, as you keep referring to the cable, and this garment features so many different types of cable. The cable is representative of the fisherman's rope, and therefore wishing the wearer safety and good luck as they journey through life.
And look at this. I mean, with the crisp white shirt underneath, the Mother's Love pendant. You could do this with a little tank right now because it is merino wool.
That's right.
I probably dry clean my sweaters, I don't know, every 4 or 5 years, if not more. I just air them out.
That's all they need.
And to just make sure that, if I have makeup on or whatever, I always like to put a little, turtleneck or collar underneath it.
Yes.
But even you can also very gently spot clean. Don't put these in the washing machine. Don't wash them by hand. But you can very gently spot clean to get a little makeup off the collar.
And because it's a natural yarn as well, as opposed to a synthetic yarn, they are slightly stain resistant as well.
That merino wool.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I remember in the early days of QVC, because this is our 30th annual, we didn't have any merino wool to start out. We only had traditional wool. And a lot of you that remember back in those early days said, I can't wear it. It's a little bit too scratchy. I wish I had something softer. And so then Kieran, and in those days, John Cullen and the rest of our collectors said, let's bring merino wool.
We have a solution.
It's more expensive, but it's worth it. So what is merino wool? What makes it so special?
So the difference really is merino wool comes from the merino sheep. So it's a different breed of sheep, and they're bred primarily not for their meat, but far more for their fleece. And it's a longer fleece, a longer fibre, and it just lends itself to softness.
Right.
So that's the whole idea behind it.
Right.
I mean, as you say, a lot of people who would in the past have associated wool with an element of scratchiness, that's simply no more. It doesn't apply with merino.
And they get a haircut, and we get gorgeous yarn.
Exactly.
And we're all very happy.
And they're happy to get their haircuts.
Yeah, they're very happy coexisting together. So this is the denim marl. You can see when you get close that there are actually two shades woven together in the yarn itself, and it gives that beautiful high-low. Also, you almost can see every color of denim there, from the lightest to the deepest of indigos. Mist marl is a shade that is only from Kilronan Knitwear, and as soon as you introduced it, it was on fire.
It was. Indeed, all of these colours are marled colours, so they all have that deep, rich texture.
And then we have winter rose. Again, first time seen. We've had an hour and 45 minutes, and we've had a lot of Aran sweaters because this is the time to buy the gift. This is, I mean, this is something, honestly, if you're looking for one item, and then we have it in wicker to send off to your daughter or granddaughter in college, or to give to someone that is very fashionable. This is, there's something about it that's almost modernistic in its beautiful
And by the same token, they're absolutely ageless as well. I mean, it doesn't matter what generation you're from, you know, these are still fashionable.
But it's very fashionable.
Yeah, absolutely,
so fashion forward. Looks great zipped up.
On the back as well, sorry to cut across you, but on the back as well, of course, you have your pattern as well, and slightly different, actually, a very nice stitch detail here. You have the link stitch, and that's symbolic of people's desire. Yes,
that's beautiful.
Exactly.
And then the basket weave on the side.
The basket weave on the side, that's right.
It tells a lot of another story, but you know what? It doesn't give you bulk right at the part of our body where we don't want any bulk.
Exactly.
So, you know, you still have Aran stitches, but you have that beautiful basket weave. So only one of 2 zip front sweaters in our whole show. Again, customer top rated, as we've been talking about. Really good pockets. Like, I would even put my cell phone in this one.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
really stitched
Or cigarettes or glasses, indeed. Yeah, very functional.
So this is denim marl, customer top rated. Did you notice the 6 easy payments of $24 and change? Yes. That price is going up at the end of the day tomorrow. We have the popular mist marl from, again, Kilronan Knitwear. Starting to lose, I saw size go away in our winter rose, and then we also have it in wicker.
Right.
6 easy payments. It doesn't get better than that, of $24.54. We have about an hour and 15 minutes left in our Irish celebration today, the final one before the holidays. But also, Sharon,